Hello everyone, this is Gitika Chawla from USPC Jain Public School, and today we'll start exercise 8.3 of chapter 8, comparing quantities of class 7. See, in this exercise we'll discuss about the lowest profit, the cost price, selling price, what is discount, or we can say that about simple interest, principal amount. About all these things we'll discuss in this exercise. Fine. So let's start this introduction of this chapter first. First of all, we'll discuss about the cost price. See here, first of all, the cost price can be written as C dot P dot. Mean to say cost price can be written this way also. Then the price of an item at which a shopkeeper purchases is called its cost price. Mean to say here, when you are going to purchase any article from the shop, but in actual that shopkeeper also has purchased that article. So the price at which the shopkeeper has purchased that article, that is known as cost price. Fine, we can write with the help of CP, we can write. Fine. Then the selling price. What is selling price here? See, first of all write here selling price as SP, we can write. The price at which an item is sold is known as its selling price. Mean to say here, when you are going to purchase that article from the shopkeeper and he sold that article to you, or you have purchased on the time, that is known as the selling price. On which price you sold or he sold from you and you purchased from him. Mean to say here, when you purchase any article from the shopkeeper and he sold it to you, so on that one price known as the selling price. Fine. And see one more thing, that when selling price is greater than the cost price, so that time you will earn profit. Fine. When the selling price is greater than the cost price, you will earn profit on that time. See how to you come to know that how much profit you got on that time. What you will do? We will subtract this cost price from the selling price. See, SP minus CP, and that you will get your profit. Fine. And if you are asking to find out the profit percent, so what is the formula? That is P upon CP into 100%. Just remember one thing, maybe you are going to find out the cost price or selling price you are having, and you are going to find out the what is profit or what is loss. Just remember one thing, this profit, loss or discount, all these things, all these percentages are depend on cost price only. You want cost price to find out the profit percent or loss percent or discount. All these values are depend on cost price only. Fine. I mean to say here, this P percent is actually the P percent of cost price. Fine. We can also find out that the P percent, mean to say here, this percentage of cost price, we can also write in this way also. If you are asking that you are having cost price, percent price and percentage also given to you, find the what is the profit you have got on that time, you can find P percent of CP. Fine. In this way you can find out directly also if you want to know. Fine. And one more thing, this one profit is also known as gain. Fine. Then see next, when cost price is greater than the selling price. Fine. Mean to say here, when you have purchased any article in that price is more than as that one price is less than as you are going to sell it, then the selling price, that time what will happen? You will get a loss. Suppose you have purchased a pen of 10 rupees, but when you sell it you have got only 8 rupees. That means to say here, your selling price is only rupees 8, but you have purchased that pen of 10 rupees, and what happened? This one selling price is less than cost price. That means you are on loss. Fine. So what is loss here? Cost price minus selling price. Mean to see here, when cost price is more than selling price, that time you will earn loss here. And the formula to find the loss, CP minus SP. Fine. And to find the loss percent, what is the formula? L upon CP into 100%. This is the formula to find the loss percent here. Fine. Next we'll discuss about the selling price, the how to find out the selling price. See here, if you find out the selling price, you want cost price and profit both. If you are not having, then you have to find out. But if you are having both, then you can add both profit and cost price, you can get your selling price. Fine. I am going to tell you more formulas here to find out and how to find out the selling price. See, when cost price and profit percentage is given to you, that time you can apply this one formula directly also, or you can first find out the cost price, then add profit in that. If after finding the profit you can find out. Fine. So what is saying here, when you are having cost price and profit percent directly, you can apply this one formula and you can get your selling price. Or when you're having lowest percent also with cost price, you can apply this one formula and you can get also. And see here, same here, when you have to find out the cost price and these values are already given to you, selling price and profit percent, you can apply this one formula. Fine. Or loss is given to you, you can apply this one formula when loss and selling price both are given to you and you have to find out the cost price. See, these formulas you can learn, otherwise you can solve according to the step by step, you can also simplify, but that method which you are going to use step by step solution of the sum, that is more easy. Fine. Then see here, next I am discussing about the principal. That what is principal here? The money borrowed is called the principal or the sum. It means to say, let's suppose you want some money but you are not having, that you have taken some money from your friend. Let's suppose you have taken 100 rupees from your friend, that you are telling that I will pay you after some time. That is known as the principal. This one is principal or sum, we can say. The money which we are going to borrow, that is known as the principal. Fine. Then what is interest? Interest, for keeping the money for some time, the borrower has to pay some extra money with it, is known as interest. Mean to say here, let's suppose you have taken 100 rupees but when you have given back you have paid 110 rupees. Fine. So how much money extra you have paid? You can see here, between 100 and 110 there is 10 rupees gap, 9 minutes gap. It means to see here that 110 minus 100, that means 100 rupees. The money which you paid extra for using this 100 rupees, that is known as interest. The extra money you have given with it, with the original amount, that is known as the interest. Fine. So for keeping the money for some time, the borrower has to pay some extra money. This is extra money. With it is known as interest. Fine. Then see amount. What is amount? Amount you can see here. Earlier you was having 100 rupees you have taken from somebody and you have paid 110. This one total amount is known as amount. See amount. The total money returned after that specified time is known as amount. Fine. Then how you can find out the amount? Amount is principal. Principal means original money which you have taken from anyone, and the interest means how much money extra you have paid for it. The sum of both is known as amount. Fine. And this one interest is also known as simple interest. And we are always using this money for some specific time, for some limited period we are taking this money from any person. Fine. Then to find out the simple interest, see how to find out the simple interest. The formula is SI, it means simple interest equals to P into R into T divided by 100. P means principal, the original amount which you are going to take from someone to use. R is rate percent. Fine. Then T is time, for how much. That R is dependent on time, for how many time period you are going to take that money, that how much percent of that extra you are going to pay on that time. That is percentage of rate. Divide by 100. Fine. So interest, if you are having amount, you have to find out you are having principal and amount both. You have to find out the interest. Then with the help of this formula, you can find out that how much interest you have paid. Fine. That you are having 100, you have taken 100 rupees from somebody, but you have given back 110 rupees. Then how much rupees you have given extra? That is interest. That one is your amount, that how much interest extra you have paid for using that particular money. Fine. So this is the introduction of this exercise.